Alright. Okay, this is how we're gonna start it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, clap. 3. No! Hello! Hello! Welcome to Movie Review with Lindsay and Macy!
Today we are reviewing the god-awful movie Cinderella, starring Camila Cabello.
Famed actress Camila Cabello. We will be reviewing the worst possible things we can find and trying to give a synopsis to you guys. The acting is really cheesy.
It's so
like, I don't feel like I'm a stickler for really good acting because I'm not a judge of who's a good or bad actor. Everything is so uncomfortable and awkward and just forced. It's so obvious how nobody knows how to interact with each other.
It made the acting so unbelievably stiff. First character, Cinderella. Yeah.
Camila Cabello is a singer, but she's not an actor. And unfortunately, she is acting in this movie, and it's not great.
So the next character would be the prince. He didn't have much of a personality other than, oh my god, I saw this girl once, I gotta find her again.
This stepsister,
Anastasia.
Her entire role was to be in love with like the ugly suitor that came to their house. The other stepsister,
Drizilla.
she's described her as being like so obsessed with herself. They put her in like the ugliest thing ever and then went, she's obsessed with herself. She has to look beautiful.
The other thing with the stepsisters aren't mean. They're just sisters. The stepmom, she doesn't stay consistent. Good 1 second, a mean old lady the next second, and then she tries to sympathize with Cinderella, and then she's mean again.
She also has this really confusing character like, development moment.
Developed her character in one scene, and that was it.
One scene that never looked back on it. She's gonna talk about how she didn't get to play piano and how Cinderella. Oh, she wants Cinderella to have the prince.
But Cinderella's too much of like a girl boss Mary Sue to be like, no.
She went to a ball because of this prince, and she got a great opportunity to go make dresses for a queen.
Or the princess,
Gwen.
She is like, she wants to be the woman in charge, basically. She has like all of these ideas placed out. But that's all Gwen does, really.
Under character segment, we have the worst character in the entire movie, the fabulous godmother, or otherwise known as Fab G.
He is the most stereotypical gay person. And the song he sings doesn't stop for like the next 10 minutes because they'll sing part of it, sings again, sings again, sings again. So the movie starts off with a cover of the song Rhythm Nation by Janet Jackson. It's not good.
It is so god-awful.
They took the sound of a rat and made it sing.
Listening to like everybody sing Rhythm Nation, and then the rats come on, and they just start squeaking. Something I noticed from Rhythm Nation is like, you find a common theme of like, anybody who didn't play a main role does a good job.
When they were all singing together, it was like, okay, this is fine. Indina does not suit this role at all. She has a good voice, but for this role specifically, it doesn't work. She has one original song in this, and it's the only one that she sings okay. The next song is Million to One. It's an original song by Camila Cabello, and it's boring. It gets a bunch of reprises throughout the whole movie. Camila is singing about, I have like this 1 in a million chance.
Just kind of her being like, it's just Camila Cabello kind of being like, Camila Cabello.
Cut to the prince. And the king and the queen are telling him like, you gotta get married. He doesn't want to get married to you. Because all of the princesses that he's met so far are just boring and he doesn't like any of them. And then the dad is like, okay, well, we can have a ball. Go to the song, Somebody to Love. Not good at all. And I know that's how I've been describing a lot of these things. I mean it a lot. But he's such a bad singer. The only thing that makes this song good is that they have like a choir singing in the background, and they're good.
Bye!
Okay, And then we were both sick for about a week. So we are filming this next week.
After Somebody to Love, we have Material Girl, Shot at the Crown, Am I Wrong, and then Shining Star. So Material Girl, Shot at the Crown is random. The next song is like an announcement song. The next song is Am I Wrong? And it's just terrible, thinking about their own problems, but none of them really have problems. And then they get to Shining Star, which is where the recording goes, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, ooh, ooh, ah, la, la, la. And everyone's like staring at him like, James Corden, please shut up. Then they go to the ball.
This is where the mashup of What a Man and Seven Nation Army is, which does not seem like something that should exist. All the princesses are there and they sing this remix of What a Man because they think that the prince is like all that. Then the prince turns around and he's singing Seven Nation Army because he's got to like fight the girls off. Part of the ball was good. This dress that Cinderella has made, Prince bought it while he was in a disguise and gave it to his little sister to wear at the ball. Cinderella is blown away by this because it means that her work is getting out there, and I thought that that was pretty good.
It was like just one of those like golden little moments in a movie.
The worst thing about the ball scene is the scene where Cinderella talks to Queen Tatiana. She takes a liking to Cinderella's dress and she makes a comment on it. Cinderella sits there and stutters for about 2 minutes, and it is the most awkward and forced thing I've ever seen.
It's like, wow, I do not want to be here right now. The ball scene is going on. It's back to the mice who are not humans.
So James Corden and co, as humans, they're like, oh my god, I just peed using my front tail. That wasn't bad enough. And go, oh my god, I gotta try it again. Yeah.
We hate James Corden. Poor Cinderella has to go because it's midnight. Her and the prince are like talking, and they sing Perfect by Ed Sheeran.
It just makes me question what Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello do in their free time.
Cinderella runs away because it's midnight. Oh, I gotta get back. There's this very disturbing scene turning back. Every part of James Corden's body turns back except the head, so we just got a rat body and a floating head. Freaking gross and weird.
She gets back, and this is where the whole scene with Idina Menzel happens, because Idina Menzel calls for her. She's down in the basement. She sees the shoe, and she's like, oh my god, you have to marry the prince. And Cinderella's like, I don't want to. I want to be a dressmaker. And then she sings her original song, and she's singing about her own problem. After this passes, Cinderella is promised off to Thomas. So makes a plan. Because the next morning she has to meet Queen Tatiana.
But while this is all happening, the prince has her shoe and is looking for her. He's riding around on his horse. She's running, and they run into each other. Then, the most tense, stiff kissing ever to exist. They just, oh, it's so bad. This kissing was like, yeah. Here's my song. I caught a one.
Oh. What?
I always flush the toilet using my foot because I don't like them.
Yeah.
That's gross. I was bringing my foot back down and I kicked down part of like the tampon cabinet. I committed like a half devious slip.
Oh, you kicked the thing down?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like half of it is like, you know.
No snitches.
No snitches.
Snitches get stitches.
True. Okay. So anyway, the prince and Cinderella are like, oh my god, okay, I guess we'll get married. And so they do.
The king and the queen say, okay, well if the prince doesn't really want to be the new king, I guess Gwen can. She's like super hyped about it. And then they're standing on the balcony to everybody else.
And then they sing Let's Get Loud. It's just as bad. There's one part in the song where her and Idina Menzel sing together, and I guess that's like Idina Menzel becoming a good person. The movie ends. Alright. So final review. Not good. Maybe like a 3 or a 4 out of 10.
It's not like awful, like if you want to turn your brain off and watch it, whatever. But no, it's not good out of 10. So, if you like this video,
like, comment, and make sure to like do all that good stuff. And with that,
bye.